Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is a digital asset space. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Wow, I'm excited for you. Why? Because you and I, my friends, we're playing a game that 99.99% of the masses don't even know is being played. And we are winning, my friends. We are winning. We're going to go over the market because the market is doing what the market does. Lots of very, very interesting stuff still on Twitter. We're going to talk about. I think I talked about BNB and CRO in the last video, right? The Chronos token and BNB, and interesting tweet coming from David. I hope I'm saying his name right. Probably not. Gokhshtein. I apologize if I said that wrong. John Deaton on some stuff, and some new I don't know, new rulings, I guess you would call it, from Judge Netburn. And of course, Jimmy James finally let us know about those. Johnny Deaton had a chance to comment on a couple of those. So we'll go over that as well. Most of the stuff I have here will be on from Johnny Deaton and Jimmy James Case. We'll talk about that a little bit. Well, most of the time we'll talk about that as well. So this is going to be a little bit long of a video because I do want to cover something. I had a comment in my I think it was on my last video. I had a comment, and this again, I want you guys to understand that I'm coming from a content creator's perspective, a content creator, right? And so, and what I mean by that is the second you open up that laptop, turn on the microphone, right? Turn on the camera, you're a content creator, right? And you got to take the good with the bad. But as a content creator, you have an opportunity to say what you feel, say, speak your mind, if you will, right? And this is one of the reasons why I say this all the time. I don't get from a me and Gary V, by the way, me and Gary Vaynerchuk, by the way, don't get how people turn off their comments, don't respond to comments. I don't get that. I don't get that from a content creator's perspective, right? And I do get that it is a pain in the freaking arsa, as we used to say as when I was in my air traffic controller days, that it's a pain with the scammers and the whole thing, and I totally get it. But this comment that I got today is the reason why I don't turn off my comments, because me as a content creator want to know what they want. I want to know how my fans, I want to know how the people checking out the channel, how they feel, what's on their mind, right? They, just like me, have the freedom to say how they feel, say what's on their mind, right? I'm not going to take it personal, right? But as a content creator, from a content creator's perspective, how do I get to know my audience? How do I, if they take the time to comment, why would I not take the time to read it? Again, from a content creator's perspective, take the time to read it, right? So I had a comment on one of my videos, and I want to share with you guys before I kind of get to the content of this video, and then to kind of address this and make sure I get this clear, kind of straighten some things out here. So I'm not going to mention the guy or gal's name because I don't know if they would want me to do that. So what it says here, it says, so Siege deletes comments. So first off, that's not true. I don't delete comments. I would never delete comments. Now, if you happen to comment or reply on someone's comment that is like a scam person, now your reply or comment is attached to theirs. And so when I go to delete these, the scam tweets, you guys know what they are, the WhatsApps and the links trying to take you to the telegrams because they're the BTC experts, all that kind of stuff, right? If you comment on that, when I go to delete the top comment, your comment is attached to it. YouTube will delete all of those comments, just to let you know. This is let you know, bro. So yeah, I do not. And by the way, I appreciate you taking the time to comment on my stuff. So, but I do not delete comments. He says, Siege deletes comments, he or she. He has no problem attacking influencers who are sponsored by Link2 and I Trust. So first of all, I'm not attacking the influencers. I'm not attacking them. I'm attacking what they're not doing. That's not the same thing. Like, I'm pretty sure, and he mentions 3 content creators. So he mentions BCB, blockchain backer. He mentions DAI and he mentions digital P. I'm assuming that's digital perspectives. So first of all, I don't attack the content creators. And I'm pretty sure, digital perspective was a guy who was promoting my channel, from the early days of my channel. So I would never attack him, Brad, right? I would never do that. I've never met DAI, so I don't know much about DAI. And blockchain backer, if you've been following this channel, you know that although I've never met blockchain backer, I have been promoting blockchain backer on this channel for I don't know how long. Right? Is the preeminent XRP TA guy. I have been promoting his course on my channel for I don't know how long, almost since when the course came out. I got the course. So I'm not attacking blockchain backer. I'm not attacking DAI. I'm not attacking digital perspective. What I am attacking is the notion of being a crypto influencer and promoting traditional financial products and not promoting decentralized financial products, right? Because if you're a crypto content creator, how do you not promote crypto products? I Trust Capital is not a crypto platform. Neither is linked to. Those are traditional financial products who targeted the crypto space, right? As any good and smart business person would do, right? And again, I'll say this is not about the companies. It's not about the companies. It's about the content creators who promote traditional products and do not promote decentralized financial products. Like, I don't get that. I don't get that, right? I mean, continue around. You didn't switch your stance on I Trust. I never switched my stance on I Trust. Never. All right. I said time and time again, I had a conversation with the CEO of that company, a very nice guy. And he got what I was saying, and we had a good conversation. Ultimately, it's like, yeah, you can kind of do both if you like, right? Type deal. Real smart guy, real nice guy. Why waste dumb time attacking content creators? Linked to I'm not attacking content creators. Linked to is simply following SEC laws. Yes, they are. Meanwhile, you have no trouble shouting out coins, he says, you know nothing about. I am about 99.9% certain that I would not shout out a coin that I know nothing about. That's kind of hard to do. Like, how do you shout out a coin? Oh, ABC token, yeah, go get it. How do you shout out a coin if you don't know what the coin is? So, but anyways, yeah, I would never do that. Meanwhile, you have no trouble out shouting out coins you know nothing about, and Celsius. So I think he's saying that I have no problem shouting out Celsius. Absolutely. I do not, 100%, because Celsius came to the crypto space with a product for everyone. Right? The product for everyone. Yeah, sure did. Sure did. Yep. And the content creators, whether it be DAI or it could be digital perspectives or even Solomon, right? I don't even know. Solomon knows that's my dude, right? That's my dude, right? I don't think anyone ever talked about Celsius other than having Celsius on for an interview. But in terms of a product as for everyone, as opposed to a product that's not for everyone, that's where I have a problem. Promoting a product that is not for everyone and not taking the time to promote a product that is for everyone. Like, how do you do your fans? How do you do your audience? That's doing them a disservice, right? Decentralized financial products are for everyone, most of them. Anyway, so that's what I'm pointing to. Go get your money. Go get your money, right? Go take care of your family. What I'm saying, though, is I don't get it. And if I was sitting down with Brad Kimes with digital perspectives, I would tell him the same thing. Like, I don't get that, dude. How do you have a channel with so many followers and you don't promote decentralized financial products? Right? I don't get that. So anyway, I comment to this guy. So hopefully he'll comment back. For sure. Hopefully he'll comment back. But yeah, of course I would promote Celsius. Of course. I mean, where else? Tell me the traditional financial product where you don't have to be an accredited investor, where you can go out and leverage your assets and get yourself a 1% loan. Tell me about that company, and I'll promote them probably as well. Where is that? You're treated like the 1% to 1%, just like in DeFi. And Celsius will tell you themselves, they're kind of a mix between, they call themselves kind of like CeFi, a little bit of DeFi, a little bit of CeFi, right? But at least they give us, they give every one of us an equal shot, a level playing field at participating in leveraging our assets, right? That's what I'm saying. So that's why I promote that product, because it provides access to everyone. This is not about Link 2. This is not about the guys and girls at I Trust Capital. It's not about them. They're traditional financial product companies who marketed to the crypto space. That's what they did. And that's what they should do. And that's what they should do as a business, as a company. I'm talking about from a content creator's perspective, like how are you a crypto content creator and not promoting products that doesn't give equal access to everyone? And not promote products that do give equal access to everyone. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying, my friends. So yeah, I'm refreshing this to see if you comment to my comments so we can have further discussion. But so I did want to just kind of cover that and clear it up in case he or she listens to the next video or listens to this video. So guys, let me get into it. This is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes, maybe. Yeah, and like Solomon's like, that's my dude. He knows that I'm not attacking him personally, right? He knows that. But anyway, what do we got going on here? What do we got going on here? The total cryptocurrency market is up a little bit since my last video. It's 2.01 trillion, up 2.3%, I guess. Bitcoin dominance, yeah, just not great, guys. 39.1%, not a great number. And by the way, just a little side note, right? As a content creator, you turn the mic on, you can say what you should say, what's on your mind. Have the freedom to say what's on your mind, right? Just like the people in the comments have the freedom to say what's on their mind. I would never delete your comments, right? So Bitcoin's at $41,303. Ethereum's at $3,093. Why does that look like exactly the same from like 3 hours ago? $3,093. I think it was $3,092, something like that. Anyway, XRP is 77 cents. A lot of double figure gains in the market. Terra Luna, great DeFi ecosystem that allows access for all of us, not just accredited investors, is up 13.3% at 93 freaking dollars. And also, by the way, Celsius, I just learned this. I didn't even know it when we got the news. We got the news about them no longer being able to provide to non-accredited U.S. investors. When we got that news, I just learned Friday that they have something with staking for non-accredited U.S. investors that they can still do, which is kind of strange to me, right? And I get that staking is, so staking is a little bit different than lending assets. Okay, it's a little bit different, right? It's a different thing than just lending your assets, right? So Celsius takes your assets that you lend to them and go out. But they're providing staking, which is strange to me that the SEC says you can't let non-accredited U.S. investors lend their crypto to you, but you can let them come on your platform and stake their crypto. Interesting, because either way, you're earning more of that asset, right? You stake Cardano, you earn more Cardano. You stake whatever, EOS, you earn more EOS. Interesting stuff. So, but I guess a different part of that is if you're staking, you're not in a position to borrow against that. So interesting how the SEC tries to restrict non-accredited U.S. investors. It's just fascinating to me that they try to do it. But of course, it is hashtag Gary Gensler, who is not your friend. So $79 for Avalanche. Oh, that's not up double figures. That's only 7%. Terra Luna, the great DeFi ecosystem, is up 13.3%. Avalanche, great DeFi ecosystem, is only up 7.2%. Let's see what else. Shiba Inu, let's go. Why does that keep changing? Anyway, it's up 14.2%. Sometimes it shows Shiba Inu. I don't know. So anyway, I hold SHIB, but sometimes it shows SHIB at 25,000 Satoshis, right? And then I don't even know what this is. Is that, I don't even know what that is. But anyway, oh, this is the dollar amount, so maybe it wasn't Satoshi. So, but in any case, SHIB is up 14.2%. We had a nice, really, very nice, pleasant gain from SHIB. We still have some SHIB. Very strongly considering exiting that. However, we'll see in the next 2 weeks, but we'll see how it goes. It's all profit right now. We took our money out and profit, but it's all profit. So we'll see. Bitcoin Cash up 14%, double figure green at $336. That is very, very cool. Monero's up 12.5%. New upgrade to $253. So there are a lot of double figure greens in the market, man. Lots. I mentioned Filecoin's up 11%. EOS up 22%. Yeah, that means it was down a bunch too, right? $2.65. Waiting on EOS, Bitcoin Cash, DAS, Zcash to do Bitcoin Cash, do their thing. What's going on? What's going on, BC Backer? When is this gonna happen, bro? What else we got going on here? Pancake Swap, one of those platforms that get equal access to everyone. 12.4%, $8.57. In order for things to change, in order for nonsense like accredited investor things to change, you got to speak out. You got to speak up about it. Like this accredited investor thing is lunacy, right? You got to speak up about it. You got to voice your how you feel about it to get this stuff changed. Otherwise, people like hashtag Gary Gensler are just going to keep rolling, getting rolled out in front of the current POTUS and trying to keep us in their liquidity products. That's what we are, by the way. That's what we have been until decentralized finance came around. We were the liquidity for JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Citi, Chase. Got to get that. And decentralized finance gives us more choices to walk away from that, to take their foot off of our neck. So as a content creator in crypto, why would you not promote products that allow us to take the foot off our necks, is what I'm saying. All right, so what else we got? Zcash up 12%, that's cool. Where's Zcash at? $160. We need Zcash to do its thing in the big time way. 18% for this chain token. I have no idea what it is. XCN, don't know what it is. All right, guys, so that's kind of it for the market. Kusama. And I think of Kusama at $174. Don't you think, Songbird? Like, I don't have enough Songbird. I don't have enough. And I know I don't have enough Songbird. I don't have enough Songbird. Goodness gracious. Look at Kusama. It's $174. Makes me want to just go buy a bunch of Songbird right now. The Songbird trading at 60 cents maybe. Yeah, Synthetics is up 34%. Yeah, I missed out on that one. I got rid of that thing a couple weeks ago. Let's see what Songbird is trading at. Do we have it on CoinGecko? No. Yeah, it's like I don't have enough Songbird, man. I say 60 cents? I guess one time it was 60 cents. What's the all-time high? Yeah, 71 cents. Wow. I mean, is this a sleeper? It's at its all-time low. It's 4 cents. 4.7. Oh man. It feels like it's a sleeper. It really does. I think Gate.io is no longer accommodating US investors, I'm pretty sure. But it is on MEX Global and it is on BitTrue. But I'm pretty sure Gate.io doesn't do US investors anymore. Pretty sure about that. But yeah. So I mean, God night. I wish I had some extra cash, man. Like I don't have it. I really don't have any extra cash right now. Got 2 financial obligations got to meet this month. Like almost 20 grand. So, well, 10, 18 grand. There's no extra cash, man. But yeah, that's just Songbird just looks really, really good. In any case, I digress. The market is doing what the market does. David Gokhshtein, I showed this earlier. If you missed out on BNB, research some on CRO, man. Founder of Gokhshtein Media, creator of Circle of Ninjas, hashtag, he must have a board API, NFT. We all know David, right? Really, really popular. He was on Everrise for a little bit there, but he exited because he had some other projects that he had to work on. So I've been on the crypto.com in their ecosystem, providing liquidity, on Mad Meerkat Finance, right? Hold some CRO tokens. It just feels like it's a project that can do, it's doing a lot of good things. This is crypto.com, right? Feels like it's, that it is moving in the direction of one of those really good quote unquote exchange tokens, although you can do other things with CRO. But yeah, and a lot of people missed out on the BNB. Now, a lot of us didn't because of people like CKJ, right? But in any case, yeah, something to consider. RathofKahneman put this out. Ripple partner 2C2P entered a strategic partnership with Ant Group. What? To further digital payment adoption and innovation in Southeast Asia amid economic recovery. Connecting to Alipay Plus will help expand their merchant base. Yeah, so that's very, very interesting that they hooked up with. Let's put this a Ripple partner, right? Ripple partners, unless there's, one of those, what do they call that? Exclusive arrangements there. They can go hook up with whoever they want, right? So that looks like what 2C2P did. John Deaton, he responded here to this news from Jimmy James K. Filan here. Breaking, Judge Network denies Garlinghouse motion to compel production of the Estabrook notes. The court states that Estabrook notes are no different from the notes the court previously found to be protected by the privilege. So Brad took an L there, right? So John Deaton kind of responds to this. He said, I admit I got this wrong because I predicted Judge Netburden would order the notes produced, the Estabrook notes. I believed she would find the privileged, but pierce the privilege because Garlinghouse has no other way of obtaining evidence. And because it was likely, unlike the FBI meeting, exculpatory. John goes on to say, the judge disagreed, finding this meeting no different than the meeting with FBI. She is basically saying, since Brad was present at the meeting, he can testify to exactly what was said. And any impact it had on him and Ripple. Without reviewing the notes, it's hard to truly evaluate that. So that's what John E. Deaton says there. In any case, I know Jimmy James had a little bit to say about it as well. So yeah, so the ruling not in favor of Brad Garlinghouse there. So I do like the fact that she is kind of, she's kind of rolling through these rulings, right? And getting, more and more stuff done. I like that. There's another one. Jimmy James here says, court denies the Ripple defendants' motion to strike the Metz report. Reopens discovery until May 13 to redepose Dr. Metz. The SEC is ordered to pay reasonable expenses regarding filing the motion and redeposing Metz, right? So this was one of those expert testimonials for the SEC. The court also criticizes the SEC, finding that the SEC has conducted itself improperly by serving an unauthorized supplemental report on the last day of discovery. But she still declined to strike the Metz supplemental report. So I do find that I'm not very shocked by what she's doing. She's, again, just smart and definitely understands the significance overall of this case and wants to dot the I's and cross the T's. And I've been very, very happy with what she and Judge Torres have been doing. So, but she's not going to strike it. She's going to allow him to be redeposed and all of that stuff there. So I don't know if it makes sense to, desiring every single ruling to be in Ripple's favor or suggesting that somehow the world is ending because she doesn't rule on every single thing in our favor, right? I'm not sure if that makes any sense. So John Deaton put this out. I'm getting a lot of DMs on what happens next with the SEC Ripple case. This Friday, the SEC and Ripple are expected to file a joint proposed scheduling order to Judge Torres. It is likely to contain a deadline to submit any Dahlberg challenges related to expert testimony. I hope I said that name right. Forgive me if I did not. It should also include a deadline to submit summary judgment motions and a date to respond to each summary judgment motion. That means the SEC and Ripple are likely to meet and confer this week. In parentheses, he says, unless they already have. So scheduled to confer this week to see if they can agree on scheduling. All we know so far is that Ripple was pushing for mid-May. I think the parties will agree to an early June deadline for motions with responses due by the end of June. If they can't agree, each side informs the judge of their respective position, and the judge sets the dates. There could be a date reserved for the ability to supplement the briefs based on what happens with the Hinman emails and documents. Usually, each side files pre-motion letters to the court outlining which motions they seek to file and ask the court for permission. I have no idea whether that practice will continue or whether the parties ask the court to suspend those local rules and set dates for each motion. Please understand, this is me surmising, says John E. Deaton, as I have no inside information. Thanks, John. Thanks for keeping us up to date, my friend. We appreciate you. We said on the channel from day one, you were going to be a pit bull in this case, and we appreciate everything that you're doing to represent XRP holders and the XRP community, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't know who buys this, but this is an interesting tweet. It says, we're not going to have a system. This is a quote from Jay Clayton. We're not going to have a system where you can go out and raise hundreds of millions of dollars for a project from anonymous people who trade amongst themselves without having that level information playing field. Oh, man. Jay Clayton gave ETH the free pass. Did we ever get a definitive word on whether this Fred attorney, I cannot pronounce his last name, is it Dipolosi or Disposely, something like that, if that was a real deal or not? Because I know BK was saying that it was kind of done. He believed that it was kind of done to mock the XRP community. So any word on that, let me know in the comments. It says here, Jay Clayton. Boss says Jay Clayton gave ETH the free pass. And of course,
what we decided, and it has served us incredibly well, is that if you're going to go broadly out to the public, you have to put the broad public, both in the initial distribution and in trading, on a level playing field with the company insiders. And we're not going to get rid of that. Okay, we're not gonna have a system where you can go out and raise hundreds of millions of dollars for a project from anonymous people who trade amongst themselves and buy with the expectation of liquidity without having that level information playing field. That's not going to change.
Yeah, Mike's asking, will there be a limit on the amount that a person could invest in Ethereum?
A person can buy from any number of different identities. We may limit the size, the unit size of a sale, just to make it easier to disguise. Let's say if you're a whale and you want some privacy, you can buy 50,000 units and so nobody scares people with an enormous initial purchase. So if you are a whale, if you want planning on investing several million US dollars worth, then you can do that for multiple identities. We will ask for a real-world identity in the form of email address, just so that we can make sure that everything works smoothly the whole way through the process. But we won't be requiring it. So you can create a pseudonymous email and identity and purchase.
This is what you call not a good look. And the reason why this is not a good look for the former chair of the SEC, Jay Clayton, and the current chair, Gensler, in the SEC is because this is exactly what they did. They did allow that to happen. They did allow an entity to raise hundreds of millions of dollars for a project from anonymous people who traded amongst themselves without having that level of information playing field. That's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened. Yeah, what's going on with Southerly? I just got a notification. What's going on? It's closing down. Is that the word? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. But yeah, but that's exactly what happened there, right? With Ethereum. I mean, this is, again, he uses this word level playing field, right? That's what this whole thing has been about, is what the United States government did in allowing this. And then turning around and doing a complete 180 on a company that was fully transparent about its thing with shareholders. I mean, just the whole nine. How do you take a stance? How do you give a free pass to what took place with the ICO Ethereum? How do you give that a complete free pass? No enforcement action, nothing. And yet you go after the company and it's digital asset that was been fully transparent with you from day one. That's the challenge, right? That's what you call not a great look, Jay Clayton. Not a great look at all. All right, guys, look, I'm going to end this video. Please do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe button if you enjoyed the hangout. It definitely helps with the algorithm on YouTube. Look, we need a new 1%. That is without question. So the guy who commented, I appreciate you taking the time to comment. But please understand, I never do delete comments, and I do take the time to the best of my ability to read those comments. I would never delete your comment, just like I have the freedom to say what's on my mind. You, my friend, have the freedom to say what is on your mind. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to end this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this, that old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I are already winning. Have a great rest of the day, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.